I'll explain why on the pod.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Catabolic Window. We're joined for the monthly episode with Dan. As your kind of the guest mate, walk us through your week, how you been, all that good stuff.
Right, you know how I do this. Calendar comes up, easiest way. This week's been tiring. I'll get onto it, but maybe I'll start there. So on my experience, but you work in the job of the operator for part of it, and then sometimes you're shadowing like a group leader or something, just the people that look after the actual building of the car, hands on. But it's shit. 6 a.m. start. Like, the hours aren't long, but 6 a.m. start, 1:30 finish, and then today was 6 till 12. It's like, it's not terrible, but fuck me, was it boring. Loud factory, just sat sometimes just doing the same bolt. Waking up at 4:45 because it's not like I'm working 6 from home, which wouldn't be too bad. I've got to get to Solihull, so I've been like getting up at 4:45, going to bed at like 8:30. I'm just battered, and last night it was like 9:30, and it wrote me off today. And with like how steep the diet is starting to feel, it's like it was like a 1-2 uppercut. I was like, oh fuck's sake. So that's this week. Been pretty mid. I played football on yesterday. That was pretty fun. I scored 5 goals, by the way. Banger. Just humiliated some people from work.
Who are you playing against? 12-year-olds?
No. There's like a 9-a-side chat. I went to it for the first time because my tennis match was at maybe 6:30, but it'll be about 3 hours, and then doing work the next day. I pulled out of that, and then a slot opened up in 9-a-side, and I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. Like, I'll go play. One of my mates was playing as well. So did that. It was fun. Last week we watched Thunderbolt.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Film. Do you not like it?
What's Thunderbolt?
Mate, I saw the trailer, and I'm like, the fact that it has to tell you the names of the characters in the trailer tells you that nobody fucking asked for this movie.
No, it's a good movie. It's a really good. People are saying it's the best since like Endgame. The actual story of it's really.
That's not a high bar.
Huh?
It's not a high bar.
Endgame.
The best since Endgame.
Yeah. But it's like it's up. It's really good. Anyway, we saw that. We enjoyed it. Oh my god, we had a party last Saturday. It was Belle's stepbrother's 40th. So many people, so many of them blackout drunk. Like, I'm talking, a fucking few people fell over, like up until 4 a.m. People's kids up until 4 a.m. Like, I was like, what? Anyway, that happened. That was a lot of setup last week, a lot of set down, big gazebos. Oh, it was long.
Mate, that just reminded me, right? I got the funniest message ever today. I had to post it on my private story. So I got to work at 6 a.m., right? Take a picture of the outside of the gym. Sky was looking beautiful. And there's a little trolley in the car park. And I'm like, Step 1, assassinate whoever left the trolley in the car park. Step 2, start work. And someone responds to this story going, be kind. Sometimes you're a single mom and have screaming babies and children with special needs and no help, and you cannot leave them, not even for a minute, because they will try and escape or hurt each other. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with your kids? Jeez, not even to return a trolley. And I just posted
that over
private
just a
story, and I'm like, looks like I struck a nerve.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
That's
a big blow up, innit?
I so wanted to put. To be fair, sometimes I do identify as a single mum.
That is the definition of crashing out, which is like the new term, isn't it?
What does that mean?
It's like, I don't know, just like just going mad, just going crazy.
Crashing out. Yeah, crashing out just means like you're kind of having
lashing out.
You're throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's one of the new phrases the kids use. So
I see.
Okay. Monday last week,
they're too busy fighting each other.
Monday, the weekend before, was it before last weekend? Yeah, the weekend before, we went down to Bristol for a day festival, so a lot of steps. It was really shit. Won't be doing that one again, but Bristol's nice.
Oh.
So that was cool. And I got a new pair of shoes and I like them.
Oh,
I don't usually buy things for myself, but I actually bought myself something and I was like, oh, these are sick. Had a barbecue. Oh, yeah, quite a lot.
Question.
Go on.
What do you spend your money on that makes you happy? This is for all of us.
Jack, if anyone's got something that comes off the dome, I don't even know, you know.
What do you spend money on that makes you happy?
Yeah.
Monster.
I've got an example.
Monster.
Genuine, yeah, caffeine.
This is the most online coach answer ever.
That's probably genuinely out of like all the things that I routinely buy, like an iced coffee or a Monster always puts a little
Happy.
grin in my face.
Yeah, it is nice. I never buy them for myself though. Never ever.
Missing out, mate. Missing out.
I spend hardly. I'm trying to save. So, like, my budget is like, it's not that strict, but I save a lot of money a month. Like, I have no rent here, thankfully. I'm just trying to pile it away just to get myself ahead in life. And I know, like, at some point I'll be a homeowner, and then that's where it goes a bit askew. But yeah, I don't spend money on anything. Like, my bank statement this month is five-a-side, fuel, groceries, tub of whey protein.
Cheeky £15 day pass tomorrow.
No, bro, $7.50.
I'm not gonna lie, right? Maybe I'm crazy, but like, that's really not bad for a day pass. That's pretty standard nowadays.
Yes, it is, mate.
No,
but just because it's standard doesn't mean it's okay.
I guess, but like
anything over 10 quid. Look, coaches is ridiculous.
Mate, Graftism's like 20 quid. I paid for.
Graftism's 20 quid now.
Yeah, man. I went there.
Go and pay like 30 quid a month.
I went there with two clients.
Way.
I swear to God, back in the day.
Mate, yeah, I went there with two clients and a videographer.
Wait, last time I went there, it was £8.
Nah, I went there, 2 clients and a videographer and me. So I put down 80 quid for us to use the gym for the day.
Nah, but we for videographer as well, weren't it?
Yeah, I feel like that was it.
Nah, man, they don't do a media charge.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
that's wild.
I'm not gonna lie, that's not that bad because realistically, how often are you traveling to gyms? It's like 15 quid a month, like 30 quid max. It's really not that bad. I don't think.
I get, but Loki, when I thought of Be Modified, I was like, "Fuck, I actually really want to do a gym day there."
Oh,
yeah, I like Be Modified more, to be honest.
I haven't been to the new one.
That's what I'm saying. Really? It's so much.
I went to it with Tom maybe last year, something like that. It's really good, to be fair. It's really good.
We'll see how we feel tomorrow. We'll go from there.
I back Be Modified.
Calm.
Right, Be Modified it is. Sorted. There you go. That's how easy it is for boys to make plans.
Be mod.
Yeah, anyway, I don't spend anything really on anything that gives me joy. Sometimes I go to boot fairs and it feels like I'm picking up a real bargain. Like I find a cool thing. Like a car boot sale.
That's a way better name than boot fair.
Everyone says this, but to me it's always boot fair.
No.
Either way, yeah, or car boot. Yeah, either way, I go to them. Yeah, it probably is. And just see what I find. It's a good way of getting steps in on a Sunday as well. Just early morning steps, get started, go have a poke. It lines up quite well with goals for me. So I'm like,
go have a poke.
Yeah, recently I've spent a little bit of money on clothes because I'm just like, I could spend 200 quid and my wardrobe would be vastly improved and then just go straight back to saving. Like, take a little bit out. I ain't booked a holiday recently, but nothing. Came back from Bali. That was an expensive one.
Are you happy to say how much you spent in Bali? Just because I'm curious.
I was about to say, actually, it wasn't an expensive one. I'll break. So, my missus got her flight paid for by her mum because it was her birthday present. So my missus split the flight with me, my one. I was like, sweet, thank you.
What a legend.
400 quid. Yeah, she's so good with money, to be fair. She helps me save a lot. 400 quid. And then accommodation was like 250 each. She used points on the hotel in Singapore, so that would have cost that took away a fair cost of the trip.
How do you get points for a hotel?
like so part of her job is she books hotels and flights for people in the company.
What does she
And because
do?
of that, she like our parents' company, they own like a consumables business, like supplying body shops and stuff with paint and materials.
Oh, okay.
But they have a training center and Belle's there. She's like the facility manager sort of thing. But she also
Right.
does that, and so does her mum. So all these business flights they get booked, big long flights that earn you a lot of points. They get them points on their accounts because it's their account
Yeah.
and they're booking it with the company card. So they're
Yeah.
stacking up all these points, and they can, mate, we're going to Japan. We don't have to pay for flights. She's got a
That's wild.
companion back from her credit
Mad.
card that she pays £100 for a year at some sort of Amex, but she's got a companion voucher and she's got enough points to get a voucher. So she gets the points and then uses the companion voucher. Like I spent about 400 quid out there. I think she spent about 600 quid out there. So the trip for me was like £1,000 for 2 weeks in Bali and Singapore.
Yeah, mate, that's solid.
That's everything included, food, yeah. So,
That's good.
but I don't spend much, like traveling I spend a little bit on. It's kind of like sometimes I'm like, is it worth it? I'm like, yeah. But my line is very tight there. Like, is it worth it to me? Like, it takes a lot for me to. I'm an hour about buying a pair of shoes. A lot. I'm like, but it's 100 quid. Not.
I always find that I'll need like 4 new pairs of shoes at the same time. Because I had like a shoe phase when I was 16, and then bought loads of shoes, and then never bought any more.
Mate, that's the exact same as me. And it just needs a freshen up now. I've just got gifts from people like from like 16, 17, I bought them. And I was like, these are horrific. Put loads of them on Vinted. People have bought me them over time as gifts, and I bought like 1 or 2 pairs. And it's looking a lot better. It was diabolical before.
Yeah, it's wild. I would say it's just little stuff like.
Sorry, my wife.
Bro, I've seen your shoes. I know you're not a shoe guy.
I'm not really a clothing guy, to be fair. Like, I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm wearing this top's from Next. Like, most of my clothes are from Next. It's from a multi-pack of 4. I've never really been that big into clothes. There's a few things that I like because they fit well. Like, I like Monster Factory because I like their designs. But if I could get the same thing for like a £5, then I would buy it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But I tend to spend more on like food. Like, I want my food to be tasting good. I want to.
Yeah, that's fair.
I want to be able to drink Hydroflow all day because it tastes great. I want to have multiple monsters, you know.
Valid, honestly.
Oh, that's incredible. What's your favorite flavor of Hydroflow?
Wait, okay. Hydroflow, my favorite flavor is the berry one. That's literally what I use. What, Dan? What was your question?
I've forgotten.
Real.
I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Fair.
That's good.
That's
good, very
bro.
good. Well done, guys.
Yeah.
No, I would say it's just stuff like we went camping the other week, and I was making a coffee with the AeroPress, and my nan was like, "Oh, can I try one?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So we made one. And she was like, "Oh, this is really nice. I really like this." I mean, she was off her rocker the rest of the day, bless her. But she liked it, so that was good. So then I just ordered one and sent it to her house.
Oh,
no, play to you. That's sweet.
Yeah. Okay.
What Jack said about buying good food is also valid.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that's like trying to live like a super minimal lifestyle. Like I'm zen. I've just never really I don't know, like I find cheap clothes and they fit good enough and I'm like, yeah, sure. You know?
Yeah.
But
I feel I feel better in nicer clothes, especially when I'm out and about. I just thought about it more. I was like at the gym, like, do I just want to wear the clothes I want to beat up, or am I going there 90% of my evenings? Is this where I'm meant to wear my clothes? It's like, yeah, it kind of actually is, as long as I'm careful with them and not fucking them up.
Oh yeah, mate, you got to feel good in your clothes. You know what I mean, mate? I've yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, they've got to fit me nice. I've got to like them, but yeah, I don't know. I've never really maybe because I've never really explored expensive clothing. Maybe I do have a taste for it. I don't know, but like,
I don't think it has to be expensive. It's just like
it's just got to be decent.
Yeah, Just like there's like Abercrombie's a good brand, and it's not super stupid
yeah.
expensive, but like it's like really nice hoodies from there. Like outlet shopping's a good way of doing it as well. I can't wait for
Mate,
that
Cole
one.
Buxton is wild. The fact that
Oh
people
mate,
pay
I
for
could
that is
never do that.
insane. Like, it blows my mind every time.
How much is a piece from there?
Fucking same price as a mortgage.
I actually kind of want to know. Hang on.
It's quite
Mate,
expensive.
it's like 100 quid for a t-shirt, I swear.
Yeah.
No way.
It's wild. It's actually wild.
It's like gasp, isn't it? Spenny.
I only ever
Gasp
buy
is
Gasp
expensive. I've got a few bits
sale.
of Gasp, but I got them on Vinted.
Mate, Vinted has been no luck to me for secondhand bodybuilding clothes. It's all like fucking it's like either women selling like an extra small, or it's like blokes selling like a medium.
What size are you?
Usually 2X.
I see Bear put up for that.
Do
So
you?
many. Yeah, mate, just on Vinted, you just have a search and filter to it, and you've just got to go on it frequently. When you go on it frequently, it will say like +1, and it will show you the most recent listing, and you've just got to move quick. It just goes over. I think people snap it up quite quick, the gym clothing, so there's not a lot of it.
Yeah, you're probably
And people
right,
put
mate.
it up for really cheap as well. Like I've got Gasp t-shirts for tenner, Gasp joggers for £5. Like
Saucy fuck.
you just have to be rapid with it, I found.
Yeah, the one thing I will say about Gasp is it lasts fucking ages.
The lettering on my shorts have started to peel, but I've washed them so many times.
Well, I've got my first bit of Gasp stuff that I've got. It still looks new, and I got it about 2.5 years ago.
Fair.
So I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. It's worth the money, realistically.
I like it as a gym brand as well. It's probably my favorite gym brand. Maybe Vanquish is there.
Yeah,
not their new stuff.
I've not got any
I've not
Vanquish.
got too much gasp, but it does it.
Mr. Wi-Fi.
Solid Wi-Fi. Normally, I have that title.
Yeah, Vanquish. I got like.
Oh, that's good.
There we go. You got your. I think.
Is it actually better over? That's
Connection issues.
fucking nuts. I've moved a meter. That's mental. All right, we'll do it here. Sorry, lads. Yeah, no, my Vanquish shorts I rate. I do like them. I'm still a Monster Factory stan though. I just love that like metally look. But yeah, there you go.
What do you mean
TBJ.
metally look? As in heavy metal?
Yeah, as in metal is in the music genre.
I don't really get how that's a look.
Yeah,
because it's like you know how all I don't know what the word for it is, but the typography that they use on metal albums of like what the fuck is that called? Because there's all these different...
okay, yeah.
I sort of know what you mean. Yeah.
The like kind of dark, clory, daggery kind of font, and Monster Factory is like modeled after that. It's like a very metal music inspired look, and I like that. I don't really rate TBJ.
A few bits of Monster Factory.
So
I think
they're all jumpers though.
Vanquish and Gasp are probably what I have equal of, and then like I used to have some JP stuff, but I've kind of gone off JP a bit, so I sold it.
Same. I feel like they ran out of ideas.
I've also heard things about him and Hollingshead, and apparently JP's just been a twat. So over the gym, over the fallout.
Did you see Mungo's video?
I don't follow. I can't bring myself to follow that fucking melt.
He made a video basically being like no one's original in the industry, everyone's trying to copy JP, everyone's saying do not miss, and James Hollingshead replied with a laugh emoji in the comments. I think they're properly I reckon
that Mungo kid will blow up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you mean?
Social media wise, not physique. He'll just get on gear and he'll just start growing like that, and he'll just amass a following.
Yeah.
Like a culty following.
I don't know.
He seems chronically online.
It's funny that James laughed at that video. I was like, damn, it's literally him taking shots at Jordan and James is laughing at it. So it's like, yikes, you know.
Yeah, it's bad. Honestly, apparently it was really bad.
It's mad because I didn't think that they'd be like properly beefing because, you know, they were lifelong mates. They've been mates for like decades. So
No,
It's
it's
a bit
proper
mental.
apparently.
It's
From
mental.
my source, my little birdie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right, how are your guys' weeks been, by the way? We never did that. That was just a massive tangent.
I thought that was a good question.
It was a good question, mate.
Yeah, get fucked. Philosophical shit. My week's been good because I did a comparison of. I was getting frustrated that my weight wasn't moving, and then I put the pictures together. The first time I was 145, and yesterday I was like, "Oh, okay, I look a bit better. Nice, we'll take it."
Oh, I said I get some physique photos for the fucking podcast, didn't I? Just see update on the cut.
Oh, I want to get some to Moz at BMod.
Yeah, I haven't posed properly in ages, so I really ought to. It'd be just good to have. I just have sporadic check-ins, and it's like, oh, last time I was this weight was insert random fucking year and month. Go back to see what that was on a happy scale, and I'm like, yeah, I look better at 81 kilos now, and it's like I'm going in the right direction. It's quite a good way of doing it, just having random sporadic check-ins occasionally in my actual check-in spot in the morning. Oh, also, what do you think of this? I know a lot of people that check in post-workout, take their photos post-workout. To me, a check-in is fasted morning only. That is the best way to measure your progress. Same lighting, fasted in the morning.
It doesn't really matter if it's the same each time, but I would say, why can you not do it fasted in the morning? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and there's most people that just like, oh, I just look better post workout, so that's when to take the shot. So I'm like, that's exactly why you shouldn't do it. It should be, okay, I get up at 5 a.m. for work and it's not light outside, and I don't want to wake the missus up to take pictures, but even then you can get a fucking tripod. It's just like,
Yeah. What do you think, Jack?
I think it's kind of like cooked weight versus raw weight food. You know, like
what an analogy.
You could do, but you can do either, but one's a little bit less consistent than the other, and one's easier to keep.
That is a great analogy. Fair play to you. Well, that thing pisses me off. Like, I got a pack of noodles the other day. Her 180 grams cooked weight. And I was like, why? How is that the way they choose to display it? How is that? Surely they want to be more accurate, and that would be with dry weight. Like, making sure they're the right amount in. Oh, mate.
It might be I don't know if it's a like to fit within certain guidelines kind of thing, because I guess it would weigh more when it's cooked. I don't know. That's weird.
It's what I'm saying. It's just fucking crazy. Oh, mate. I don't know. It pisses me off so much. You have to actually do intricate maths to work it out. Well, not intricate, but not. Some people in the UK can't do that maths. Why make it that hard?
Yeah, it seems silly that they've worked it out and then converted it into that.
Yeah.
So that you then have to convert it back.
Yeah, it's annoying. But yeah, good analogy, Jack.
Thank you, mate.
Better to do it raw, as they say.
For fuck's sake.
Raw and fasted.
I knew.
Raw and fasted.
Oh no.
Jack, your week?
It's been a very good week, to be fair.
To elaborate.
Sorry, I'm just sipping on my Conti Sports Hydroflow. Pete, if you're listening.
By the I can't remember the last time I had like a supplement like that, like electrolytes, EAAs.
No, Dan's joking. We all drink Conti Sports Hydroflow. We all sleep with Dream Sleep, and we all take Conviction pre-workout, don't we, guys? Anyway, if anyone's listening, send this to Pete and Jack from Content. No, I'm kidding. It's been a good week. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Body weight is finally shifting down. I lost 5 pounds overnight, and then it's just like stayed the same. So calm. Dropped from 210 to 205. The look's really coming in. So Tim's happy. So I'm happy.
Tim?
Yeah, I'm getting coached by Tim at the minute.
Right, that's news to me.
Listen to the podcast then.
No, I don't blame you for not listening.
You don't post when it's out, do you? I never see it. It's always delayed. It's always delayed a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we do on story. But
okay.
Yeah, I went to Tim because obviously, I went through a breakup, and I was like, this is a lot of things to kind of contend with at once. And my approach to the diet was just absolutely slogging myself. So I was like, right, I'll go to Tim. I've always wanted to be coached by Tim. And I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it now. I want someone that I can just kind of really learn off of and just shut myself off, like my brain. So I went to Tim, and Tim was like, you're pushing too hard, calm down. I was like, okay, cool, sweet. So yeah, I'm following what Tim's got me doing, and I'm 15 weeks out. I look decent. My body's slowly shifting. So yeah,
I think that's a good decision. I think it's smart getting a coach where you're at. So fair play. Let me know how good Tim is as a coach, because I always like recommend it. I'm like, I think Tim would be a good coach, but I don't actually know. So
he's.
I think I'm making a good decision here.
Yeah.
No, it's. I mean, so far he's been fantastic. Like he's very.
Yes.
He's the main thing for me is like he's obviously very knowledgeable and he gives a shit about knowledge, which I value. He's not just like fucking do whatever, bruv, I don't care. But he's got like a bit of like, he just has a very reassuring tone to his voice all the time. Like,
yeah,
I'll literally, like, when I started working with him, I was like, fuck, man, I'm fat. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. And he'll be like, I will get you peeled. And I just remember him, like, he just sent a voice note being like, calm down. I will get you peeled. And I was like, calm, just completely calm me down. And I was like, whatever, I'll just follow the plan. Literally, I'll wake up and I'll be like 2 pounds heavier after leg day. And I'll be like, that's fine. Tim will get me peeled. Like, it's
that's a crazy swing in weight, by the way.
Mate, my body weight has been fucking nuts. So
do you have the same food at the same time every day, or is it sporadic a bit?
No.
Damn, that is crazy. What about bedtime, wake up time?
Groundhog Day, bro. So the main thing that's changed is like, so before I went to Tim, I was like, okay, I'll take any kind of progression I can, even if it's 1 rep. I'm not trying to bury myself, but I was burying myself through the diet. Doing a lot of time on the Stairmaster and barely eating. And then Tim was like, right, have more food, swap the stairs for the bike because your legs are fucking dying.
Yeah, I don't rate the Stairmaster.
I love it, but it makes my, like, the visual change in my adductors and quads is crazy. Like, I actually my legs were starting to, like, already look a bit shit and they look so much better now. But he was like, stop holding back on training, just fully send it. So after training days, I tend to be up like 2, 3, maybe 4 pounds, and then I'll like drop that and maybe more after a rest day.
Bro trained so hard he gains a kilo.
Mate, it's fucking skits. After legs, I'll literally be up like 5 pounds, and then the rest day after, I'll drop like 5. So I kind of float between 205 to 210, but I've been sticking at 205 more. But yeah, just kind of recomping a little bit, which is kind of calm. But again, Tim's happy, so I'm happy. I feel mint, so I can't complain. I'm enjoying it. Tim, I went for Tim because I was kind of like, I just wholeheartedly trust him. You know.
Were there any other coaches you considered?
Yeah, Tom. I was initially talking to Tom, and I was thinking of going back to Tom. And it's not. It was. I think the main reason I kind of went to Tim was just to like have something new.
Yeah, a new perspective.
Yeah, I don't really know. It's not as if I've not got any issues with Tom. It was great. I was kind of like, well, I know what I get with Tom, so if I don't like Tim, I can just always go there.
Yeah, right.
But I also kind of, I think it was because of the breakup. I was kind of like, this is a new chapter in my life. I kind of want things to feel very fresh and new.
Yeah.
So yeah, but. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, at that level, if you're picking between good coaches, you can't really go wrong with either one of them. Like, either Tim or Tom can coach me, I'll look the same on stage.
Tim or Tom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Tom or Tim.
But yeah, so yeah, went for old Timmy boy, and so far, like, it's good. It's good. He's like, I'm definitely glad I went to him because he keeps being like, calm down, you're not fat, stop trying to kill yourself. I'm like, okay, sweet, yeah. I think because kind of because of the reaction to the breakup, I was like, right, I want to be in prep. And he keeps being like, bro, you're 15 weeks out. You're not meant to be like 4 weeks out. Like, calm down. You're meant to be this condition.
It's not supposed to be challenging right now.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like, he's like, look, if you were peeled right now, you wouldn't be getting on stage in 15 weeks, would you? And I was like, okay, fair enough. And he's like, yeah, calm down, bro. So it's been nice. But yeah.
Yeah, good.
So I'm part of Team Physique Pro now. It's all on my sheets. I know.
Off
Jeez.
camera, I'm going to be asking how much that costs out of pure curiosity.
It is. Who have you been coached by, Dan?
Tom and Reese.
Probably those two prices combined, I think.
Oh,
I reckon it'll be more than that as well.
Really?
Mine was quite a long time ago now.
Hang
Yeah.
on.
I love that.
Reese,
I love how you
Reese
put
was
it. That's
cheap.
hilarious.
Reese was. They're pretty much the same price. 20 quid in it.
Right.
Reese wasn't that well known when you signed up with him, really, was he?
I know. Yeah. His prices will be probably triple that now.
Yeah.
Right. Hang on. In Bash
Sure.
the Industry, in our private group chat. So this is for prep. It's not horrific.
So he's got different levels, if you will.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
I'm-
sound.
So,
Yeah,
so I believe that is normal.
mate, that's what mine is year round.
Yeah.
The first one.
Really?
I'm like, yeah,
With who? With
Oh
Matt?
wow. Okay. So this is what I paid Tom.
it's a business expense. I don't care.
Well, you still
Yeah,
pay
I
that
think
money.
they're both fair prices.
No. Okay, for anyone listening, well, the reason we're not saying numbers is because when you don't know what you're
I don't
getting,
want
with
to
a
pay
coach,
someone's business out.
yeah, it's unfair to just put pricing without saying what you're getting.
Yeah.
So we all know what these coaches offer, so we're comfortable sharing those numbers. If you want to know what those numbers are, go and talk to those coaches. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not going to tell you here. But they're all priced very fairly. So that's
I think they're all fair.
That's what I paid for Tom most recently. That's what I'm paying Tim. I think that one's normal for Tim. That one was Christian, which Luke was on. So, not too bad there, but it's the most I've paid, but it's also the most, I got
You
back.
can see how they rake it in, by the way. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That how many clients do you reckon Tim has? I'm not going to say the
Christian
number.
says he's got like 130. Yeah, you
Christian's
don't have
got
to be very
130.
good at maths to work that out.
On right, Dan, on average.
Boys, I'm just conscious that this probably isn't very good listening.
Right, we'll do this and then we'll continue. I'm just curious now.
Check the group chat and that answers your question. There you go. I know that from in industry.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah, it's reasonable. Yeah. Anyway,
No, as in like accurate.
Yeah.
Right.
It is.
Going back to actual podcast shit. So yeah, my body weight's like 145 now, like 11 pounds down, coming into the 144s, and I hit another new low today after a big shit yesterday, which is always a good sign. And if
love a good night shit, guarantees.
If it's not, if it's not the one after my previous new low, or the one before my previous new low, was like literally a toilet blocker, so that was good.
You mentioned your bowel movements have been a little bit up and down in it,
mate. It's literally just if I'm not in my normal routine,
and obviously you don't always have full control of that.
Yeah, if I'm not at my desk at 10 a.m, like I just can't shit that day. It's so weird.
Easy, man.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
right.
It's okay if I'm at work, but yeah, if body weight doesn't drop again today, or at least stay in that sub 145, we're probably going to make some changes just because it's getting closer now. And whilst a recomp has been pretty cool, I don't know if you want to share that on the screen, Jack. It's like, okay, it is gonna need to fucking drop down at some point. So the next drop will be pretty aggressive, taking cardio up 50 minutes a week, taking up average steps, which is realistically only going to be like another, taking up minimum steps, because there'll be days where I'll hit 15k without fucking trying, just being at work, which will be like an extra 10k steps across the course of the week, sort of thing.
Yeah. What's food expenditure? What are we at?
At the moment, like 13k average steps a week, 110 minutes of cardio, which is just on the stairs, 25 minutes after upper body stuff, 35 minutes post-workout, 35 minutes on a rest day. And then food at the moment is 2-4 training day, 1-9-50 rest day.
Not
That's
bad.
still quite high. Yeah.
Not bad.
So,
definitely.
Yeah,
I am
room
the
for an
next
aggressive drop now, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Get the
yeah,
ball
yeah.
going.
So the next
How many
drop
weeks
will
out?
be 10 from the first show.
You bang on,
So
mate.
the next one will be down to 1600 on a rest day, and then 2 on a training day.
I think
Palm.
I need to see it posed better, but like I can't tell from behind your glutes and hams. They look all right in that side.
Oh, mate, no,
I
let
think
me
you're
put
just
this one
going
in the
tense
group
to them.
chat. I actually posed my glutes today based on your
Right.
message, and I was like, oh fuck, I have a posterior chain.
Yeah.
Let me send this to you.
For me, my diet, because I'm conscious of time as well.
Ooh.
I'm 4 kilos down now in 3 weeks, 4.2 since the first weigh
Boy.
in. Pretty easy. I'm like 2-1 and 1-7, like on training day and rest day, and some change. I've up to 12k steps recently, and cardio's still just 2 30-minute sessions. I accidentally did an extra one last week because I spaced and was like, "Oh, rest day cardio," but that's not really going to hurt, is it? So, that's where I am. Want to get to like 79, I think 79, and then as soon as I like reverse, I'll probably go to 80, and then I want to go from 80 for like 7-8 months, get to a similar weight, maybe 90 kilos, who knows, and then diet back down to the same weight. That's the plan.
Nice, mate. I'm on training day 2, rest 1-7.
A lot of bros in the trenches.
Yeah.
And you're way heavier than me. That's wild.
I know, man. This is what I mean. Dieting for me sucks. It's great. I've got 30 minutes on the bike at 150 4 times a week, 12.5k steps rest, 10 on training. And yeah, I mean, recomping. I think me and Tim, I've been speaking to him, and I've kind of experienced.
So he's your coach.
Yeah, no, I air him, mate. I experienced this a little bit with Tom. I think I recomp a little bit on Clem, especially like the first few weeks it's him. I'm definitely recomping. I look all right. But yeah, it's just I trust Tim. I just know I know this prep's gonna be a slog. It's gonna be quite awful. Which sucks because I don't want it to be really, but it is what it is.
Yeah. How much do you want it?
I was speaking to him and he was like, fuck, your food's low. Is that because you just don't like food? And I was like, no, it's what I need. And he was like, yeah, mate, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes people just need to not eat to get in shape. And I was like, yeah, probably me. But that's fine. We still got some cards to play, and obviously I'm assisted, so there's a few more cards there as well, which always helps. But yeah, I feel all right. This is.
Are you doing like a blast, like you know how some people do a blast, not a blast, but a blast into the show?
No,
and then
no.
a post-show recovery, or are you cruising and you're gonna blast on the other end?
No, so like middling anabolics. So not TRT, but not peak dose. About a third of peak dose.
Spicy TRT turbo.
You're not using that phrase.
Yes, we are.
So
TRT plus
post sports TRT, bro. Post show we'll see where things are at. But I mean, where I'm at right now is pretty low key, so I should be able to do a little blast post, but obviously we'll see where things are at. It's mainly just going to be the side effects of getting that lean more than like anabolic use. But yeah, this started off as being like a fairly aggressive diet, so that's why I kept something in, but then it's kind of turned into a prep, and I was like, well, calm. I think Tim did talk about potentially escalating towards the back end of prep. So we'll see where we go, but again, the main thing that we're concerned about, me and him, that we talk about is just how little room I've got on food. So I think he was talking about like maybe leveraging some drugs towards the back end and trying to recomp a little bit when food gets to a point where I'm basically like carbless and have been for weeks, because he doesn't want to push.
Is there any reason you're sending this prep so hard? Like, it doesn't sound like you're set up for you could set the prep up better. Why now?
Because I want to do it now and I feel okay. I set the prep up I'm not gonna lie, I set the prep up as best as I could. It's just every diet I've done has been a slog, and I don't think too much is gonna, well, I say a slog, I'm almost the leanest I've ever been. I feel great. On paper, what I'm doing is pretty rough, but I feel great. It's like the bigger I get, I have to diet on the same amount of food as if I'm still fucking like 40 kilos.
Yeah.
But I feel better. Like I feel fine. Like, yeah, I'm hungry, but I feel energetic. I feel okay. So I can't really complain. But I mean, yeah, I think I set myself up in a growth phase as best as possible. There's not really too much more I can do. It's just like, this is where I've had to get to get to where I'm at. That's what I've had to do.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm not really afraid of eating dust at this point. And it will
You got to do
happen,
what you
so-
got to do. My food's probably the lowest it's been in ages. What did you say yours was on? Sorry.
2 and 1.7.
Yeah, pretty similar food. You're a
Yeah.
lot bigger than me though, so you probably need a lot more food. But
Well,
lowest I've been, and I feel okay. Like it's not like I'm like, oh fuck. I feel like it depends on body weight more than the food you consume as to how you feel.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Luke, mate, right, I've got to address this message. You are prep brain central. Luke's trying to tell me if a show got moved.
Yeah.
Right. So I said, did it get moved? And then you were like, yeah, that's what I think, and then sent me the original date. And I said, so it did or didn't
It's moved
get
to
moved?
the 21st, yeah. And
It's
the
always been
14th.
first.
No.
Was it the 14th before?
Yeah.
Okay, calm. Fucking hell, bro. I'm going crazy.
Jack's got
When
prep
did
brain.
21st.
I was like, so it did or didn't get moved? And Luke replied, yes.
That's such a Luke reply. Just what?
Lol, he got fucked.
No, Luke's got the worst prep brain, mate. You fucking put in you've already got Matty on prep brain, put in fucking, what was it, like cinnamon in his 5 spice.
Yeah, but he said that shit banged, so
I literally sent him a message. I was like, coached by Luke for 2 days and you're already fucking up seasonings like him.
not ideal.
You love to
Not
do
ideal.
that.
You know it's a joke, right?
Do you actually not mix them up?
No.
A mix what up?
You've
What
on
do you
Luke's
think I
story,
am,
he always puts
retarded?
like, oh, accidentally put paprika in my oats or accidentally put cinnamon on my chicken. In my
I
defense,
haven't noticed that.
Mate, it's just engagement bait.
Oh,
Because I get about 7 messages going, oh, that's so disgusting. I'm like, yeah, it's grim. I don't actually eat it. What the
I'm going to
fuck?
start doing that, but I'm going to take the piss. I'm going to be like, just slam my dick in a car door, #ouch, and just see what happens. Prep brain.
Side note, Luke, I've just seen the rear relaxed. That looks a lot better.
Yeah,
There's a little bit more work to do to it. Your hamstrings aren't switched on, but the glutes do look fucking.
Dan, can you help me pose tomorrow?
I can help anyone pose. What I found is I still know what a pose should look like and how to get there. I'm just not as good as it because I don't practice it.
Fair.
I still have the eye for it. I still see good posers, understand what they're doing with their body.
Yeah,
It's about like the communication of it. You get me?
that'd be helpful.
Communication only works if both people understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, honestly, an account to follow for posing. You might follow him at Daniel Coffin.
Yeah, from J3.
I found him when his page was really, really small. I was like, this is really good posing content. That and that Christopher Barnett guy, they're both massively blown up now. I've fucking invested in them early, so I've been learning from them for years. And honestly,
How
if
do
you don't
you?
follow them accounts,
What's their Instagrams?
Daniel, I think it's Coffin, like CEFFEN or EEN with no double F. That's going to confuse your dyslexic brain, but
Daniel
I'm
Coffin
sorry.
3. Oh yeah.
He does put more engagement baity things now.
Agreed.
But if you go back to his old posts as well, you get some real value there.
We need to.
He taught me.
I might need to go fairly soon, but he was one of the few people that talks about like mobilizing your lats to get into posing like properly with like the fucking
get a broom under there.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, he is quality. There's a good one where you tie a band around like a squat rack or something stable for like to switch your hamstrings on and stand with it like pushing against your heel so you're facing the squat rack. and your hamstrings have no choice but to engage. And it's a good way of feeling what it's like to have your glutes and hamstrings all switched on, and then you can replicate that in your pose. And I was like, that's a game changer for people. I haven't actually tried it on someone, but I know it work.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah, can you send me?
I ain't got any bands, so if you guys have got bands,
I've got bands.
Yeah, bring bands. Oh, should we do a banded leg press, guys? Should we do a banded leg press?
I swear to God, if fucking mate, the amount of people I'm seeing people daisy chain the leg press in my gym now, and it's pissing me off. Like,
I look at that, I'm like, I tried that, and it does serve a purpose. It's hard to get the setup right, and then you want to change the setup loads. It's just like, and it's a lot of time. It's like, it's marginal. Just do a press.
But just like, it's just watching people use a green band only for it to add like 5 pounds of tension to the last 5 degrees. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing, AJ?
Right, if you're doing it, it's got to be the red bands, isn't it? The big ones, one on each side, ideally. Actually, make it like.
If you're using the band, if you're daisy chaining the band, you really don't need to add that much slack to them, because when you're leg pressing and you're like moving that much, you know, there's only like, it's only really going to be difficult towards the very, very end. I'm not gonna lie, I never daisy chain bands on a leg press. Literally just lock it out with the band on. You really don't need to, but whatever.
I agree.
Right, I want to wrap things up there then, gang.
So be modified tomorrow at
Dan,
2
what was
PM.
the other page you mentioned?
He's called like CB13 or something. He's Christopher Barnett or Chris Barnett. Daniel Coffin will follow him. So if you search Chris and his following,
okay.
Anyone also, you can't go wrong is really. Daniel's a great guy. We should get him on the pod.
Fat chance, bro.
I heard Lewis Hamilton. I drink a lot of his Monster, so maybe we should get him on the pod as well.
Yeah. Well, my missus' mum's actually met Lewis Hamilton like face to face while he's speaking on a yacht. So
and she pulls some strings for us. Yeah,
Lewis.
Probably,
honestly, probably no, maybe not with Lewis Hamilton, but like
if we got an F1 driver on, we could probably get AJ on after.
Mate, have you seen he's got a Netflix documentary coming?
Who?
AJ. Yeah.
No
shit.
way.
No, he posted it the other day, mate.
Honestly. On Netflix, no.
That's crazy.
On YouTube, nah, he has not got something coming on Netflix.
We'll fucking search it. I don't know. He might be lying.
You're taking that's massive.
Jack, pull it up. Trust me, honestly.
No, I'm loading up my Netflix right now.
No, it's not on there yet.
All right, we're going through his grid.
Last thing, and then we'll let Jack leave. This is 8 o'clock.
No, this is worth it. I'll be late.
Industry time.
Extra time. What's this? That's YouTube. What am I looking for, gang? What the fuck am I looking for?
Bro, he's defo not got a fucking Netflix.
Oh my fucking God.
Who's that Alex Challenor person?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just a videographer. Oh, he's a videographer. So he's the guy who...
It'll be like a special, like a... Do you know... I want to know how that's happened. Does he pay? Do they pay him? Like, what's going on here?
He's like, yeah, I'm AJ Morris. I'm driving for Natural Bodybuilding Worldwide Formula One team or something like that. That's what he says.
Fucking hell, bro.
AJ, it's been the year of AJ, mate. He's got a Netflix special. He's gone pro. He got a Porsche. Fair fucking play, Mister. I don't even know what AJ stands for.
Delayed gratification, to be fair to him. He's grafted for years, isn't he?
Yeah. AJ, you are a fucking... you're not listening, but mate, other than banding the leg press, there's nothing... You've done no wrong in my eyes ever. And I know that you care about my opinion of you, mate. So you're welcome. All right, we'll wrap things up there. Where can we...
all right.
On socials, drop socials.
LacticAddictLuke, Bosh.
Just search up Dan Parking. If I come up, it comes up. I don't know. I'm not that fucking bothered. I don't think anyone's listening at this point.
Thanks for the one person who's listening. Have a good one. See you, gang. Bye.